and welcome to Aaron's one-time only podcast review. This week's episode has been brought to you by Flatnix. Enter Aaron Review into the discount window when registering for the site and get a free month of instant streaming movies. Today on the review, we're going to talk about some of the best podcasting content available out there on the intertubes and webternets. Basically, what do you want to listen to? While you're on the road and got your phone hooked up to your car, or you're at some manual labor job where you can work with your headphones on, or you're just on the bus to work. What sorts of things do you want to hear? Do you want to hear people have improvised conversations about funny, interesting stuff for 3 hours? If so, welcome to one of the main genres of podcasting. Director Kevin Smith runs just such a show called Smodcast, which you'll like if you're a fan of his movies or his general public speaking style. One of the most popular podcasts in the world is the Joe Rogan Experience, where the comedian and former Fear Factor host talks to interesting people, explores their ideas, and cracks jokes. It could be alien belief enthusiasts, or it could be Neil deGrasse Tyson. And there are many similar podcasts for every subject you can imagine, from roundtable discussions on video games to stuff like The Skeptic's Guide to the Universe, an 80-minute discussion of which radical ideas, like the anti-vaccine movement, hold water and which don't. Hint, the anti-vaccine movement doesn't shape up too well. So, if you're taking a long time to go somewhere and want to be entertained and informed, you can do that. There are even shorter shows that wrap up much quicker, that keep it simple, like Philosophy Bites, a 15 or so minute show that features solid interviews with leading figures on philosophies that quickly and cleanly explain their arguments and positions through discussion. There are even podcasts that help with practical learning, like Coffee Break French, which teaches French for free in 20 minutes a day, or as many of the free podcasts as you would like to download and listen to. Really, podcasts come in all shapes and sizes. Now, which podcasts do I think are the best? Well, I'm a big fan of Dan Carlin's work as a podcaster in particular, especially his hit series Hardcore History. Every 2 to 3 months, after serious research, he reads like 40 books plus, he puts out a fascinating show about the dark side of history. And it will make history come alive like your history textbook never could. You'll learn about the Apache Indians and how they were America's original terrorists, the fall of the Roman Republic, or how the United States dabbled in imperialism and had a little war with Cuba that everyone forgot about. His show on modern politics, Common Sense, is also very good. I also highly recommend NPR's Intelligence Squared. They have great debates about major wedge issues in modern life and politics, featuring major figures, and you get to hear high-quality arguments on pressing topics firsthand. NPR also has a great show called On the Media, featuring magazine-esque examinations of important shifts in the world media landscape. And it's not just America's radio network that puts out radio broadcasts as free podcasts. It's the CBC, the BBC, and others too. The CBC News at 6 is a favorite of mine for staying on top of Canadian news. Well, that's it for now. Tune in next week.